Science says the more you work, the less productive you actually are. Imagine if you could make way more money whilst also working way less amount of time. Well, don't just take my word for this is possible. Tim Ferriss, the New York Times best-selling author of 5 books, the guy was incredibly successful entrepreneur and also who has a podcast with more than 1 billion downloads, says that that's not only possible, but actually it's required. My name is Ante, and on this channel you'll learn how to become way more productive, proven by a bunch of science and bunch of productivity experts. Well, Tim Ferriss was somebody who used to make $40,000 per month, but he also was somebody who would work every day for 12 hours, if not even more. So that means 80 hours a week, if not more. He felt awful doing that every single day, just wake up, just pretty much work all day, make calls to his region, to Europe, to America, just all day be on phone calls. He had a sports supplement company at the time. But one day he finally came upon this principle that changed his life forever. Not just 2 actually principles. These 2 principles got him to now make $80,000 per month, so doubled his income whilst working not 12 hours a day, not 4 hours a day, 4 hours a week. 4 hours a week, you heard that correctly. So if you want the same for you, if you don't want to keep working 12 hours a day, 10 hours a day, and if you want to make way more money, also make sure to listen to this video and take action on it. So what did this Tim Ferriss came upon? It's called Pareto principle. This comes from an Italian economist. And this principle states that 80% of your results that you want will come from only 20% of actions. So only very small amount of actions. Yet all the other 80% of actions will only give you 20% more of your results. Meaning for some actions you get very good investment of your time, and for some very awful. What's the conclusion that he got from this? He realized that most of what he's doing was so stupid, so just not effective at all. And he realized, okay, what are all the things that I can remove, and what are things that are going to give me the most results? So how do you actually do this? Well, he explains this to us too. So you want to imagine yourself right now, just visualize with me for a second. You can close your eyes even. You come to your doctor and he's like, okay, if you just had a surgery, a heart surgery, because you had a heart attack obviously, and if you do not stop working for more than 2 hours a day, you are going to die. So 2 hours a day is the maximum that you can work. I know this is hard to comprehend. Your mind would be right now. Imagine this doctor tells you, your doctor tells you this. I already see you in your brain like, no, how is this possible? What are you talking about? There is no way I can pull this off. That's crazy. This is you living in some crazy, world, fairy tale, whatever it is. I'm not saying you gotta do this, but treat this question very seriously. Imagine. How would you pull it off? What would you do if your doctor literally told you that? And what you will realize is that you will get a bunch of solutions to how you can actually do this. It's actually possible. Treat this like an exercise in thinking, if that's what's going to help you, And if you actually do this, as I said, you'll realize that what are these most important actions that you would do if you could only work for 2 hours a day. This is how we determine those actions. But there's the second step that we can do in order to increase our productivity like crazy whilst work way less. By the way, if you're an entrepreneur who wants to make way more money whilst working way less amount of time, click the link in the description of this video and I'm going to help you personally one-on-one with making that your reality. He came upon this back in college. He had this project. He had to do a presentation on some company, and he did everything. And on the day of the presentation, The day before he had to do this presentation in front of the class, that company said, no, unfortunately you cannot use a bunch of this information that we provided you, and pretty much you're gonna have to, figure something out. You can't use this presentation, this is not gonna work out. And he was like, he came to his professor and he told him the bad news, and he told him that obviously he's gonna need an extension on the deadline. He's gonna need more time to make, find a new company, make a new presentation, And what this professor told him was, no, you'll be fine. Entrepreneurs are those who make things happen, aren't they? He just laughed. But he also gave him very good advice, and that's called Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states that work expands till the time that you allow it. So in that situation, Tim Ferriss had literally maybe 24 hours, if so, to come up with completely, do the completely new presentation from A to Z, from start to finish. And guess what? He did it. And guess what? It was the best presentation he ever did in that college. Even though he had so little time. What this teaches you? It teaches you that deadline is very important, and we can use it to increase our productivity like crazy. So for something that would usually take you a week, ask yourself, how would I do it in 2 days, in 3 days? How would I do it in a day? And actually stick to it. Run this experiment. You want to do this for everything. You want to try to set impossibly crazy short deadlines in order to, actually get everything way faster. And this is, as I said, the second thing. And as you saw from his example, he did the best presentation ever in the college. His personal best presentation, and he did it in 24 hours. So why wouldn't you be able to do it? You can. You just think it's impossible. But no, this will actually force you to prioritize, be very caffeinated, be very prepared, not procrastinate, not try to make everything perfect, and so on. So, Pareto principle, knowing the most important actions that will give you the most results, and Parkinson's law. Use very short deadlines to do everything that you want to do. Now, how do you actually apply this? Besides setting very short deadlines, you also want to set very short amount of work every single day. So if you right now work for 8 hours, you want to start working for 5 hours or 4 hours, around half the time less. So if you work for 8 hours, 4 hours. If you work for 6 hours, start working for 3 hours. You want to divide your work hours literally by 2. And what will this do? This will teach you to, as I said, do the only most important actions, do them way faster. And in the start, you may struggle with productivity, you may struggle to get things done, but in a few days, and especially a few weeks, you'll become way more productive, whilst working way less, because of the benefits that I outlined before. And also, by you not working all day, you will actually recover too, meaning the next day and every day, you'll be way more recovered, and because of that, you will perform way better. So I really hope I helped you with this video. I hope you actually take action on this, and I hope I will help you with every single video in the future too. So if you like the video, like it, and see you in another one. Bye.